Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're going to go through all the active codes for June. There's no new codes that have dropped just now. There was one a day and a half ago that's in here. But besides that, we're also going to go through the wish list and what I would do for the wish list. I just like updating this every month in case there's new players or people that want to reroll. We go through the codes, we go through the wish list, and that sort of gets everyone set in the right direction. So let's get into it. Okay, so here we have all the codes. I'm pretty sure all of these work. We will soon find out if one of them doesn't. This is the website you've got to go to in the middle here, and then this is obviously the game on the right. Now, the website, I will leave the link in the description, and this is how you're going to enter your codes. Now, what we want to do first is go to the game. We want to hit our portrait in the top left, and it's going to have a user ID. So that user ID is what I'm going to take over and put into this website. And basically I've just got to move the screen so I can still copy it, but it's that user ID in the top right. So I'm putting it onto my other screen so it doesn't disappear when I click this, and I can enter that in. So it's 129, whoops, that's 99, 0, 51855, 51855. And then that's all we do. We hit send code. Now that you've entered your player ID, don't enter that ID, enter your own player ID. You hit send code and it says verification code has been sent. Now we come back into the game and we go over to the mail and we'll have a verification code. We take that verification code and enter it in over here. So 748226, 748226, and we hit login. Now we are logged into that account. As you can see, it has the server, the player's name, and the player's level. And if you've got multiple accounts, as you can see, this is my 827 account. You can go ahead and jump in those ones and enter it in for all your different accounts. Now we're going to go here and get all the codes. So what we're going to do is we've got this notepad here, which has all the active codes that I mentioned. And we're just going to enter them all in. Now I'm going to take it into the other screen just to get it out the way. What I might do is I'll open notes up here so you guys can see it there. So now you guys can see that, and we're just going to copy them. So literally I'm just going to go through like this, Control C that, Control V. I've tried to put them in the order of the best one to the worst one. So like this one is going to be 30 scrolls. We hit redeem, exchange accepted. This one, Control C, Control V. Done. Next one, and this one here that I'm putting in right now, this one's only available till the 3rd, so you got to be in quick to get this one. Then we got this one. Let's go again. And Prince of Persia, and literally this is all you do. It's the easiest way to do this is on a PC because you can literally do this sort of stuff. Like I said, I'll leave them all in the pinned comment and in the description. You can just copy them, paste them on a notepad, and then away you go. And if you don't have two screens, you can just make the web page smaller. So as you can see, done. There's actually a fair few at the moment that are active. That one accepted, and you can see up the top of the screen, they're all getting accepted there. Next one, the cheat code. Accepted. And accepted. And if you try to enter a code that you've already done, for instance, if we just go take this one again, and we try and enter it here, it'll give you the error saying you've already done that one. Basically, the batch has already been entered, so you don't have to worry about that. So now what we can do is we can take that away, and we can go back into the game. So I'm going to change screens here. We're going to go back over into the game, and this is where, if I can find it, this is where we're going to go ahead and go back to the mail. So you'll be in the mail, you get out of the mail, you go back into the mail, and all those codes are there. So like I said, I tried to put the better ones at the start. So the first one we entered is going to be the 30 scrolls, and you got some 5 scrolls, you got some diamonds and stuff, some goodies. These resources are really helpful early game as well. So all those ones, you can just go collect all. And that is going to be what you have to start off with, the 2,700 diamonds. We also have this at the moment in the game, so we can go ahead and collect that. Plus you have the 35 scrolls. And on top of that, we do also have, the 20 purple soul stones, which aren't going to get you anything yet, but they're not bad to have getting ready for pushing the tower. Now, the other things you're going to want to do is when you do summon, you're going to want to go in here and collect your Wukong. So you're going to share when you summon, which I'll show you how to do that. We've got Assembly of Heroes, which is get elite heroes. You can get that stuff. Soldier Supplies, which is this one here, which you're going to want to come to, which you go collect. And that's going to give you an extra 1,000 diamonds on day one, and you get more rewards as the days go by. The boot camp, don't stress too hard on. Oh, wait, there's a 3. This has changed. This has drastically changed. Okay, so there's a bunch of new rewards in here. Definitely come here and get all your goodies here. That's not too bad. You can get your 300 diamonds and stuff like that to help you summon. You can get 20 more stones, and hopefully you can get 20 more at some stage, which will help you out as well to get that summon. And then besides that, we've got quests. Once you clear the first chapter, you'll have all these quests to collect, and you can get a bunch of extra diamonds from them as well for your reroll summons or your new player summons. As you can see there, get the VIP up, collect that one as well. And that is the diamonds we will end up with as a starter player at the moment at the start of July. Now what I want to talk about is your wish list. Now when you go through the tutorial, you get your first basic summon. It's going to be based off of one of these heroes that you can get. As for what I would actually put for the wish list, basically light bearers, pretty standard. Rowan's no brainer. If you're a new player, go Lucius. If you're an experienced player, you might be able to drop Lucius, and if you're experienced, you probably know what you're doing anyway. But Lucius is just a good beginner tank, basically. From there, Rosalie's a great option, and the last 2 slots you can really mix up on whoever you want. Me personally, I'll normally go for like Cecilia and Gwyneth, or maybe a Eloard, or any combination of those ones is the way I normally do it. But if you want to go for a Belinda or an Estrelda or a Rain, something like that, they're all cool. So basically those first 3 are the staples, and then the other ones are optional. This is how I would do it personally. Now maulers are very player dependent. There's no set best ones. For me, I like the chicken and I like Screg because they both got great furniture. So looking into the future, you want to get them ascended. Sophia does have some good support early game, just at 1 copy with her pyramid, which is nice to have as well. Brutus is great to have 1 copy of as well, just to be able to get some immunity in that front row. And like I said, you can really mix up whatever you want here. Personally, I'd probably go Titus because I really enjoy Titus, but like literally you've got things like Kren, you got Drez, you got Citrana, you got Totem Dude, and like literally all of them are viable options as well. Then we go into the Wilders. This one here, there's a bit of fluctuation in the Wilders now. So for me, the staple 3 are going to be Leica, Tassie, and Iron. And the last 2 spots you can mix up between, in my opinion, 3 optimal ones. There's actually 4 options you can mix this up between. Saurus is fantastic, and he's one I'd normally put in because he's godly for boss fights. However, you can mercenary him for boss fights. He's also a good carry early game, so, you know, but we'll look at the Graveborns for better carries. So there's Saurus, there's Raku, because Raku does become very strong later on in the game. There's Pippa, and there is Nomura. So for me, the staple I'd normally go with is going to be Pippa and Saurus. But because I've played with Saurus so much, I would personally go with Raku from here because he's going to be much stronger later on in the game. Then we have Graveborn. Graveborn, I would go with basically the staples are going to be Damon, Isolde. These 2 are both like the best early game carries in my opinion. So you'd really want to get one of those 2. Silas is like the best support early game in my opinion. So he's another one that's a definite staple. And then the last few slots you can really mix up. I really like Odin. I think he's fantastic early game and helps you a lot, especially if you're using an Isolde carry. And then the last spot you can go with something like a Pharrell, you can go a Nara, both great supports. Thorin, he becomes good later on. I do know some people of late that have been going for Isabella because she's just like as a carry option, but new players probably wouldn't preference that. Me personally, I'd probably put Pharrell or Nara in there. We'll leave Pharrell as it is. So that is an example of a wish list if you're just looking for something to get started and start popping your summons. So that's pretty much where we get to with that. Now let's just pop a couple summons and see what our rolls would look like on this account. So let's go ahead and do that. And you're guaranteed a purple on your first temple as well. So that is going to be a chicken. Not too great for the early game, but we will take it. Let's go again. Pop that one. Ooh, back to back's not too bad. That's the kind of rate you want to get. That's a Cecilia. So what you're really looking for in these first summons is a decent carry. Being like an Iron, Saurus, Damon or Isolde ideally, because they're the 2 best. But let's go here. And now every 3rd temple is guaranteed. If you don't get a purple in the first 2 temples, you will get one in the next. And that's an Aziz, not too bad. If you get a Celestial Hypergene, it's not bad. This guy is really, really strong. You can get him from the shop, but really good. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up June's code list and wish list. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.